Ho ho buddies, welcome to Borderline Games. I'm Gareth and today we're playing the Somnium Files. Last time we got our ending here with Ota and Mayumi. And we need to go back and find another route here. So let's do that. Begin sync. Begin sync. So I'm going to have to try and remember what we did last time. Where was the split again? Can we skip this? Yep, we skip it. Skip that. We've already done this. Superhero Ota. Okay, dum 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 dum. Here we go. Okay. We're here.
Curse you, polar bear! I will.
Woo! So it looks like we haven't got a split at the beginning, I think. Yeah, okay, so if I remember rightly, we went over here to Iris to try and get our a good timey. Me good timey? So we did ears.
Tessa's catchphrase.
Okay, we did that. We got a timey, and we go over to the icy floor.
The ice on the floor is
Can't remember what we
slick.
did last time. Let's have a look. Oh, we lay down on it, didn't we? So a fifth or 10 seconds. I think 10 seconds we chose was the best one. Okay, did that. Okay, now we've got a split. Oopsie. Okay. So where do we go now then? We saw this, we can skip this. Shining light, escort him to the green shelf. Escort him to the red shelf. So last time we escorted him here. Okay, so let's get him to the green shelf. So we need to do something over here. So what's this plate?
A plate attached to the shelf. The cold has frosted over it.
Let's hold off on that one for now. We could breathe on it. Let's breathe on it and see what it gives us. What's it say? D.
D.
Yeah, D's don't really do it for me. They have to be at least an F.
There is no end to your desire.
Well, back to work.
What do you mean by that, Darte?
There seems to be nothing here.
Okay, so oil drum. Got to get him over to the red shelf. So
An oil drum, though it is lying down.
push it, roll it, smell it. Okay, so we could do this. Oh, I wish I hadn't got rid of that 10 seconds.
Acetone? Acet? What is this?
Oh. It's attracting the polar bear. Looks like Ota's pooped.
No, I don't want to die.
Okay, so we need to get the polar bear away from Ota.
I eventually stopped thinking.
That's Tessa!
Is it? Okay, we get Ota around to the
Stand your ground. Otomatsu Shida cowers.
to removing Ota. We won't move in the polar bear. Alright, great. So I think this is the other... This isn't what we did last time, so I think we're good from this point, so we can kind of play around a bit. Just didn't want to trigger the same one.
I have to fight back with something.
Alright. Okay, so... We've got remote control. Thank you, Peter. You can't interact with that. Remote control. Frozen forklift. Heated insulation door. Forklift. Hello. What have you got for me?
A remote control. It fell when Ota ran into the shelf.
What else have we got? Okay. We have frozen forklift power board. Ice cutter machine Iris. Is any chance of getting a really good timey with Iris again?
Iris is on the platform.
10. A 1. Throw ice at her.
This is an ice cold one.
Just throw it.
Doesn't seem like a good idea.
Yeah.
No good, huh?
I believe that Ota has to be the hero of this story.
Okay,
He needs a little more motivation.
let's have a look over here. What else we got? Frozen forklift. Power board. I've interacted with the forklift over there apparently at some point. Maybe try this power board.
It appears to be a power panel.
Okay. Jump, pray, throw something. A 7th is pretty good. Oh, another piece of ice.
This is an ice cold one.
Exact same thing.
Iba, aim for the switch.
You can do it, Iba.
Position target in the center and hit the switch. Position target in the center and hit the switch.
You can do it. Boom. Okay, we got that on. Turned on the power.
Now it will move. I can't stand. I'm weak.
Ota, come on.
Did he really help Iris like that?
Regardless of the truth, right now, I am Ota's last hope.
This
Oops.
is annoying.
Didn't mean to do that. What did you say? I have to help him up. Okay. So we've got to help him up somehow. Frozen forklift. Okay. Let's just go see Ota, I guess. Come on, Ota, buddy. You can do it. Come on. Mum's making
Ota is
waffles.
frightened. He cannot stand.
Calm him. Encourage. Motivate. I guess let's just do a good old-fashioned motivate. Time me will not... Oh, I see. So take that off. No, take it off. Take it off. How do...
Ota, first.
Okay, well I did that one.
The ghost inside me whispered. That's right. I was ready for this when I first stepped foot inside.
By the way, I've got a ghost inside me.
From start to finish, I'm a climax all the way.
Weird. Don't put it like that. Ba-dum-ba-da-da. Ah.
This.
Fuck you. The other thing that we learned in the last episode was that Ota, Mayumi, and Iris are all... They weren't... they all have alibis for when So died. So I think that clears them, right?
Date, you've hit the limit. Time's up.
Wait, I can almost make out their face.
Pewter, force shutdown.
Why?
Stop it!
Dickhead bear. Gotcha. I encouraged him. I hope that was the right one to do. I mean, we've gone through it, right? Yeah. Okay. Cool. I had loads of time left on that one.
What were you thinking? You can only stay in Somnium for 6 minutes. Any longer and you risk getting your mind completely taken over by the subject.
Yeah.
I know.
I had loads of time?
No, you clearly don't. This isn't just about you, Date. If your consciousness erodes inside of Somnium, you put the subject in danger as well.
If I may?
It was loads of time.
Fortunately, there were no abnormalities detected in the brainwaves after the sync. Date and Ota both read normal, although the timing was really close.
What was I supposed to do? You saw it, boss. You too, Pewter. I was about to see the culprit's face.
Not necessarily. We need to verify that Ota did in fact see the culprit's face. That's the only way it could have ended up in his Somnium.
Well, Ota?
Huh?
You saw the killer's face at the warehouse, didn't you?
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't see their face. If I did, I would have told you guys already.
You see?
I mean, I did try to get a look at them when the polar bear fell over.
You see, boss?
They looked like they were knocked out, so I tried to grab the head part. But as soon as I did, I got stabbed in my gut.
There we go.
That is what we witnessed in his Somnium.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, hello boss, what's your deal?
I know it was dangerous to sink past the time limit. That was my fault, and I'm sorry.
Are you really sorry?
Yes.
Then you owe me some Dom P at my favorite club in Kabukicho.
Cool.
Or you can lick my shoes. Either or.
Weird, I vowed to never apologize for anything ever again. Pewter, about my brainwaves and Otas.
It's all right. As I mentioned earlier, both your brainwaves are normal. However, I'm sure there was some overload. You should go home and get some rest.
Alright, Ota. About the hook and the polar bear's leg.
Ota, let me ask you something. When you were fighting the polar bear back at the warehouse, did the crane hook get stuck on the polar bear's leg?
No.
Now that you mention it, maybe it did.
Maybe?
It's like I told you. I don't really remember much. With all the tension and excitement and fear and adrenaline, my mind just went blank. But now that we're talking about it, I remember. Yeah, no doubt about it. The crane hook got stuck on the polar bear's left leg. And then, when the hook got pulled out, blood sprayed all over.
Why didn't we see that?
Date, I checked all of the hospitals in the metropolitan area. None have a record of a patient admitted after 3 a.m. with a wound to the left leg.
If what I saw in Somnium is how it happened in real life, that was a deep wound. He definitely would have needed first aid.
Perhaps a friend or accomplice helped them.
Yeah, Puta.
You think there are multiple killers?
If it was Renju.
That is not what I said. They may have helped the culprit, but not necessarily been involved in the crimes.
I relayed the information to Boss and Puta. Why couldn't they hear it? Should be able to hear. Oh, I suppose the information from Iba is what we're talking about there. Why were you hiding the knife in your room?
Because I was scared.
Scared?
You wimp.
The killer could come here to finish the job.
But you didn't get a good look at their face, right?
But they don't know that. I had it prepared just in case. You know what I'm talking about, right, Date? Preparing in advance in case you might need it. Like making sure your room is nice and clean before you go to a party.
Yeah, it's just like that.
Oh, sorry. You probably don't have any experience with that.
I have more
Rude.
experience than you.
So we know that the culprit has a deep wound on their left leg. That information could be crucial in catching them.
Date, get out there. Look for people with an injured left leg.
How exactly?
Just ask everybody.
Can't you just go ask around or something?
Are you serious? Do you know how many people live in this city?
Whoa.
What?
What's happening?
Date, what is the matter?
Passed out.
Date!
Are you all right?
Too much time in the Somnium, maybe. Or something else. Date Residence. Tuesday at 8:02 a.m. Oh, hello, Mizuki.
Hey, this is
We're kind of burnt out, I guess.
Oh, you're alive.
Misuki? What happened?
You drank too much at the club and passed out.
Liar. I remember everything until I collapsed in the control room.
You did something dangerous during the sink last night, didn't you? Your brain got overloaded and you passed out. That's what Pewter and Boss said.
You met them?
They brought you over. They said to let you sleep it off because you were tired from the investigation.
Should have been taken to hospital, surely. Mizuki's bed. Did Boss and Peter say anything?
Oh, Date's brain is rotting away. He won't last long now. You should probably prepare for a funeral soon.
I told you I'm completely fine, huh?
I detect no noticeable damage to your brain. You should not have any issue continuing the investigation.
Where is Ota?
He probably went back to the hospital.
Boss told Mizuki about Ota being synced. And about what happened at the cold storage warehouse.
Why did she tell her all that?
Mizuki was asking about the status of the investigation. The girl has lost both her parents. I am sure Boss felt that she deserved to know.
Oh, hang on. In this reality, Renju is dead, isn't he? That's right.
I'm
So it
off
can't be
today.
Renju.
Why? Today is Tuesday. You should have school.
You really can be an insensitive jerk, can't you? I'm taking the day off for mourning.
Then you're going to go in the afternoon. Oh, ho, ho. Fair dues.
I see.
And to get back to the investigation.
Hey, will you take me with you?
I told you yesterday, Mizuki.
It's not a good idea.
I won't put you in danger like that.
But you're close to catching the culprit, right? The killer has an injury on their left leg. Boss said you need to find them. Let me help you.
No, you stay here.
Dante,
Or in.
don't you know how I feel? My parents are dead. I saw their bodies with my own eyes. If I don't do something, I'm going to go crazy. Dante, please.
Alright. Mizuki.
Date, consider Mizuki's feelings.
Take her on the investigation.
She is lonely. Mizuki has not been with Renju and Shoko for 4 years. But clearly, she still feels a bond to them. A bond that was broken by the murderer. With her parents gone, Mizuki has almost no one. She can only depend on one person now. You know to whom I am referring.
Ota. Tell Mizuki that you'll take her with you. Come on then. Let's go.
Fine, let's go.
You're gonna take me?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Date.
I got up, grabbed the towel from the sink, and tossed it at Mizuki.
Here, wipe your tears.
You loser.
We're heading out.
Mizuki quickly dabbed her eyes with the towel and smiled weakly. Every other week.
Date,
Every
I must
week.
admit,
Every
I
Tuesday.
am at a disadvantage. The clue that the culprit is injured on their left leg does not help me narrow down suspects significantly.
We need to revisit the scene. It's possible that we might find the culprit at one of the crime scenes.
Or ask around the city for further information.
Alright, let's go. So, where would I go to get more information? I feel like maybe the storage warehouse is a good idea. There's a lot of places to go. Alright, let's go to the storage warehouse. I feel like we've been to Bloom Park so many times. Are we actually going to get information from there? Tuesday. No specific time.
This is where Iris and Ota almost got killed, right?
Yeah, probably shouldn't have brought you here.
It gives me goosebumps.
You scared? That's rare. You need to chill.
Nice to see
You
you.
need to get better jokes.
Oh, I understand. Chill, meaning both cold and relax. A pun intended.
That's right, Iba.
Don't explain it, it's embarrassing.
Alright. Hello, Inspector. What's your name?
Oh, wait.
Maybe he's the murderer?
I remember. It was Kagami, right?
What did you say?
Oh, sorry, my fault. Must be mistaken.
No, 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 no.
No. No. You're exactly right. Wow.
What's the matter with you?
Sorry, I just get so emotional sometimes.
Date, this guy is kind of weird.
You're right, Mizuki. Stay away.
Huh? What?
There are a lot of weirdos out there. If you get a bad feeling, trust your instincts and don't get too close.
Yeah, I'll be careful.
Hey.
You must be exhausted.
This might sound weird coming from me, but don't push yourself too hard, okay?
Thank you for caring. It means a lot.
Can I ask him again?
Huh?
I'm sorry. I just totally forgot.
Date, sir.
What is it?
This is how it's supposed to be. A man like you doesn't have to remember the names of people like me.
But we're co-workers. We both work for the MPD. Isn't it rude to not remember your name?
No, not at all. It has to be this way.
All right, if you say so.
Do you like the line of work?
Well, I don't dislike it. Of course, depending on the case, sometimes it does get pretty discouraging.
But that just makes the job all the more important, right? It means it really makes a difference in the world.
That's right.
You're a great guy.
You should learn from him.
Do you know why I do this job? What keeps me going?
I heard you became a cop so you could steal underwear from the gym and not get in trouble.
Who told you that?
Who told you that?
I said that.
I'll show them trouble.
Alright, any leads?
No, not so far.
Bloodstain.
Was down around here, right?
Correct.
The bloodstains there must belong to Ota.
Correct.
No, wait.
They must also belong to the bear.
That's where the polar bear's leg was pierced by the hook.
Yes.
Date, I've analyzed the blood. The bloodstain here is not from a single person. 2 different blood types are present. One of them is most likely Ota's, the other.
Who is it?
Hey, do you have DNA forensics on that bloodstain?
Of course, yeah. I already sent it to the lab to be analyzed. I'm just waiting to hear back.
Why are you waiting?
Because that blood is from Ota Matsushida's wound, right? I didn't think there was any need to rush the results.
Tell them we need it analyzed urgently. Highest priority. The culprit's blood is mixed with Ota's.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Is it going to be done now?
You did it, Date. We're making progress.
Thank you, Mizuki.
If this goes well, we can identify the criminal with a single test.
What
But it
now?
might take some time for the results to come out.
Oh, hi, I didn't even notice you there.
No point waiting here.
Alright,
We
fine.
might as well check somewhere else.
Okay. So, should we go to... Let's speak to this guy first. Hello, mate. A cop. He looks so cold he might piss his pants. Great, okay. Bloom Park. Anything there? I doubt it.
I remember telling you before that Bloom Park is an important part of my memories. Before it shut down, I came here a lot with Daddy and Mom. They fought a lot, but sometimes they got along. Whenever we were here, it was one of those sometimes days. I remember it clearly. I was just a little girl, but it was so rare to see them laughing together. That's why I remember it so well.
And there's a panda.
I remember riding the merry-go-round like this. Mom was standing right next to me. She was holding me, so I wouldn't fall.
Okay, cool. Well, what we got here? Have you come here before with friends?
Other than last Friday? Nope, I haven't. This place has been off limits for almost a decade. Even if it wasn't, I don't think I would want to come back here.
She's talking about Ota when she says other than last Friday.
Why
is that right?
How can I explain it? I guess I just wanted to keep that memory beautiful. I didn't want to ruin it or replace it with another. But in the end, it was replaced with the worst memory possible.
Where was Renji when you were on the horse? Did you go on any other rides?
Daddy was on the outside taking pictures of me and Mom. He was on the other side of the fence with an old camera. Every time we passed in front of him, Mom and I would wave our hands. We sound like a happy family, huh?
He must have gotten good pictures.
No, actually. We tried developing them at the park, but they came out all blurry and out of focus. But Mom wasn't mad or upset or anything. She just started laughing. That might have been the first and last time the three of us laughed out loud together.
Oh, that's kind of sad. I could say nothing. didn't say anything as Mizuki climbed down from the horse. Maybe I should have said something. Then she asked me something strange.
Hey, Date, how do you define family?
Define it? You mean like being blood related?
That would mean you and I could never be family. Well, I guess that's okay.
It's okay.
Hey,
This is what I think.
why are these horses upside down? It's just crazy looking.
A family is a perfectly ordinary relationship in the most ordinary way.
Huh?
Like, you say, I'm home, and you get a welcome home back. Doing those ordinary things automatically, without even thinking about it, is what a family is. That's why maybe me and Mom and Daddy weren't able to be a family. Our whole lives, we never could be ordinary. Even if I tried my hardest to be normal, it would just be awkward. Eventually, I got tired of trying. I killed them.
What?
I killed Mom and Daddy.
No, you don't mean that. You don't mean that, Mizuki. You mean just metaphorically. What are you saying?
I was never a good girl.
Oh, okay.
I didn't listen to Mom. I couldn't do ordinary things. That's why Mom hit me.
Oh. Don't like the sound of that.
Why Mom and Daddy didn't get along. And why they got divorced. Then Mom had to start working. And start doing business with dangerous people. If I was just a good girl, Mom wouldn't have been killed. All of this, is all my fault.
What are you saying with that, though? Are you saying that... I see, so because she did stuff with dangerous people... Well, they both did stuff with dangerous people, so I wouldn't think about that. You know? Darty's not going to say anything about that, though.
Why me?
Hey, haven't you had enough?
Why me?
I'm not married, so take this with a grain of salt, but it's not just you, right? Doesn't every family have a tough time raising children?
Our child is abnormal.
Abnormal?
Well, she has super
was a
strength.
baby.
She was able to bench press 40
No
kilograms.
child should cry at night as much as she did. No child should dislike buggy rides that much. No child should ask to be picked up and hugged all the time.
Jesus.
She's still abnormal even now.
That's pretty normal.
Other children would have learned to clean up after themselves by now. They would be studying, going to bed on time, waking up on time. Yet why is my little girl?
She sounds like a normal kid to me.
Yeah.
Maybe the problem isn't with Mizuki. Maybe it's...
Oh, maybe it's
I'm
you.
doing more than anyone. Our child is stupid, brain dead, abnormal.
Date, honey, you can't work her up like that.
Oh, hello, Shoko. Where's Mizuki now? You want to call it a night? Listen to the rest of the story. Should we listen to the rest of the story?
I quit my job for that girl. I threw away the career that I built with my own hands. I raised my child at the expense of my own life. But one little slap.
Are you hitting your kid?
There's nothing I can do. I have no choice.
You have a choice, mate.
I know you should never raise your hand to a child. I know that. But I have a good reason. She doesn't listen to me, so what else am I supposed to do?
What the hell do you mean, what am I supposed to do? That's no reason to hit a child.
So of course she starts crying. And it's so irritating that I have to hit her again to get her to stop. And Mizuki cries and cries some more. Why are you crying? If you're gonna cry, why didn't you just listen to me in the first place?
I think it's fine that she died.
Then I wouldn't have to hit you. Stupid Mizuki. Stupid girl. It's not my fault. Everything is her fault.
Have you talked to Renju about this?
I'm trying. I'm trying harder than anyone.
I don't think you are.
Why doesn't anyone see that? Why doesn't anyone understand?
Date.
Yeah, I'll talk to Renju about this.
It was my misunderstanding.
What do you mean?
I thought that mothers love their children unconditionally. But some mothers just can't do that.
Some others do have them.
Well, no. Maybe she does love her.
By that I mean like mental breakdowns.
But she has a hard time of it.
Okay.
Shoko was never
Just gonna
hugged by
smell
her
that
mother.
ice cube.
Not because her mother wasn't around. She was raised to never develop a sensitivity to affection. No hugs, no piggyback rides, nothing.
Man, that sucks.
Maybe that's why she doesn't know how to love Mizuki. When an animal raised in captivity gives birth, sometimes it just doesn't know how to raise its young. It's just like that.
She's an animal that's been raised in captivity. I do feel bad about Shoko.
But that doesn't mean she's blameless in all this. Someone has to put a stop to it.
If I could have, I would have done it a long time ago.
What about counseling?
I did recommend that. She told me, I'm not sick. Why should I go see a doctor? Mizuki is the problem. Mizuki is the sick one.
Maybe it's best if Mizuki and Shoko are separated.
No, Mizuki would never leave Shoko. She wouldn't hear of it. Mizuki and Shoko are practically attached at the hip.
Even with all of the hitting?
Yes. Even if she's abused on a daily basis, even if she's treated like garbage... Maybe Mizuki is hungry for love. She craves praise and attention and physical affection. She wants it from her mother. That's why she's so attached.
Couldn't you step in and take over the parenting? Renju, the father?
Now.
Oh yeah, that's your child.
Lemniscate.
And we're at a crucial stage of development.
Just sniff that.
I can't take even a single second out of my day to deal with a kid.
Hey, that's your daughter you're talking about. Maybe because you two can't cooperate on raising a child, Shoko is having trouble coping.
I mean, you've
That
got money, haven't you, Renju? Just pay for someone to do it.
Maybe this is partially my fault.
At least Shoko isn't doing it then.
Okay, I'm sorry, but I'm just gonna say it. You two...
You need to start drinking your drinks as opposed to smelling them.
I knew about the whole thing. That's why 4 years ago, I decided to start taking care of Mizuki.
Oh. Stop
Mizuki,
crying.
You did nothing wrong. Don't blame yourself. It's not your fault. Not one single thing was your fault.
Oh. Poor Mizuki. Good job she's on this investigation with me. Okay, we're gonna go to the Akume Shrine, I guess.
Huh? Why are we at the shrine? Did you come here to pray that you find the criminal?
No, I don't believe in God.
Wow, how edgy teen of you.
Don't call me a teen. You're 12.
Well, you said that you got the shoulders of a 40-year-old.
That's not even remotely similar.
So why are we really here?
I sometimes come here when an investigation stalls. It helps me think. Sometimes I even solve the case from here. This is a quiet, peaceful little spot in the middle of a violent city. It's calming. It keeps all of the bad thoughts away.
Didn't expect you to be such a poet.
You could at least call me a romantic.
Same thing.
They're not at all the same thing. It's the difference between someone who's frugal and someone who's cheap.
You're stubborn about weirdly specific things.
Alright, we're going to find out the real reason we're at the shrine. Next time on Borderline Games. Thank you so much for watching this episode of The Somnium Files, and I will see you next time. Have a good evening. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye! Bye 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 bye.